Minnesota Vikings are 3-0. What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome into Vikings Now by Chat Sports. And my name is Patrick Siepman, and I couldn't be more fired up to do a video for you guys as the Minnesota Vikings just absolutely dismantled the Houston Texans following them dismantling the San Francisco 49ers just a week ago. But, story of the game has to be the Vikings defense. They were fantastic today. They just played with great pursuit. Brian Flores, I think, absolutely schooled Bobby Slowick in this matchup. That's why C.J. Stroud, one of his worst games of his NFL career, 20 of 31, 215 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and the last interception he threw in that fourth quarter. He just felt the pressure. He felt the noise of U.S. Bank Stadium, and he just completely threw it behind Nico Collins. And I do want to start this by just saying shout out to the Vikings fans at U.S. Bank Stadium today. There was a stretch late in that second quarter where the Houston Texans had 3 straight false start penalties, and that is all because of the crowd. You guys brought the noise, and it was a huge, huge reason why the Vikings defense was so successful today. Because you got to imagine, if you're an NFL quarterback, we know Brian Flores' MO. You're lining 6, 7, 8 guys up at the line of scrimmage, umbrella coverage in the back end. And if you just have that, deafening crowd noise coming in from the bank, I couldn't imagine how hard it has to be to play quarterback against the Minnesota Vikings, especially in that stadium. So they got, really took advantage of C.J. Stroud today, and then also Sam Darnold. We'll touch on him here more in a second. But if you guys are fired up about this Vikings win, as we're 3-0, we are 3-0. I think we have put together the best tape throughout the first 12 quarters of the NFL season compared to any other team. If you guys are hyped about the win, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. I feel like my alarm clock's going to go off in about 5 minutes or so, and I'm going to wake up. But the Vikings, 34-7 victory. If you guys are hyped about that, hit that thumbs up icon. And let's start off with the man of the hour, who, Sammy Dimes, Sam Darnold, whatever nickname you want to call him. We probably got to get one for the man here shortly. He gave me a heart attack when he did go down with that knee injury. I'll get you guys an update around that, once we do get that, probably tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to get that checked out later today, but numbers don't lie with him today. 17 of 28, 181 yards, found the end zone 4 times. He was fantastic. I love the way he's been moving in the pocket lately. I feel like the Vikings offensive line has done a great job this season. They've been really protecting well for Darnold. But even when they don't protect well, he's able to move his hips, move his feet, step up in the pocket, which was something that Kirk Cousins, and I hate bringing him up, but that was something he necessarily didn't do too well. But Darnold, he's been fantastic. And on the year, he's got 8 touchdowns through 3 games, 2 interceptions. I know this sounds crazy, and I am not joking when I say this. But if the season ended today, you want to know who the MVP of the league would be? It would be number 14. It would be Sam Darnold. He just put on another masterclass today, and he fully deserves all the credit he is going to get, this upcoming week. So hopefully the knee injury is all good. Again, once we get an update around that, make sure you guys are subscribed. I'll have a video for you guys ASAP. But a little concerning today. Don't want to call out Justin Jefferson, but he had 2 concerning drops in the second half, and we saw him at halftime. He was flexing his right hand. Clearly something happened, so I think he's a little banged up. But we'll have to wait and see on that. But in the first half, this man was fantastic. And, I always say Jefferson can dominate the games in so many different ways. One, it's just him being a great football player. He's going to fill up the stat sheet. He's going to get it done. But also what he creates for his teammates. Jalen Naylor running wide open. Also, that touchdown pass, Darnold to Naylor running the back of the end zone just throws a line to him. It was just a beautiful play. But Jefferson opens up other opportunities, even Johnny Munt finding the end zone. Jefferson is this offense. It is giving me, major vibes to the Los Angeles Rams playoff run when they won the Super Bowl a couple years ago. When that whole offense, that whole scheme was ran through Cooper Kupp, and then it opened up the run game. It opened up the tight ends. It opened up the other wide receivers on that roster, and it's all credit to 18. Again, 2 concerning drops in the second half, but I think maybe his hand's a little banged up. So, again, you guys need to subscribe to the channel. We'll get an update for you guys once we do so. But Aaron Jones out of the backfield today. This was also, credit to Justin Jefferson. They motioned him into the backfield, ran him on a wheel route, Aaron Jones was coming on a crosser on his touchdown today. It was a beautiful throw by Sam Darnold. Then also on the ground, 19 carries, 102 yards. And I just felt like he was just a constant 3, 4, 5 yards, just over and over again. Then finally in that fourth quarter, I was a little pissed. He ended up getting caught down on that at the 1 yard line, but he was damn near from having a 2-touchdown day, going for over 150 yards from scrimmage. Like, he was fantastic. Number 33. And I said this last year. If you guys go look at Aaron Jones' stats during the last 5 games of last season, he ran over 100 yards in every game. He was the catalyst on that Packers offense. And I felt like everybody just gave all that credit to Jordan Love. And for right reason, he was great at the second half of the year. But more credit should go to this man, Aaron Jones, right here. And again today, he looked fantastic. I cannot wait for him next week in Lambeau, making that return against his former team, the Green Bay Packers. But another guy that played his ass off today, Jalen Nailor. 3 receptions, 31 yards, has found the end zone in every single game so far this season. Was very quiet in the first half, but he got it going in the second half, and he found the end zone. And, Nailor is a guy I've always been a fan of. I remember talking about it when the Vikings drafted him out of Michigan State in the 6th round. I was saying he could be your wide receiver 3 moving forward. He looks like he could be your wide receiver 2. And then also, I'll make this point really quick. No TJ Hawkinson, no Jordan Addison, no Dallas Turner, no Ivan Pace. You're missing 4 starters. And you just dismantled a great football team up there in the Houston Texans. I can't imagine this offense once we get Addison, once we get Hawkinson back, plus this defense playing like the best defense in the National Football League. And I need all Vikings fans to reassess their expectations of this team, because I believe this is a Super Bowl caliber team. And it sounds crazy because heading into the year, I would have said you're crazy. The Vikings have no chance of winning the Super Bowl. I think their defense is good enough. I think their personnel on offense is good enough. And I think this coaching staff is good enough to win a Super Bowl. But hey, you guys let me know. Can't believe I'm asking this. I love that I'm asking this question. I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's show. Are the Vikings Super Bowl contenders? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no down below in the comments section. Now, we'll dive into more of our post-game reaction here in a second, but I could give a massive, massive shout-out to today's presenting sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. If you guys download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS, you guys will get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. And the best part is you don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. Now, I actually created a lineup for week 3 of the football season, and I took my man Justin Jefferson finding the end zone on more a half a receiving or rushing touchdown. That ended up cashing. Then Caleb Williams, they still got the sweet deal going on right now. Next week will be the last week that you guys can take advantage of this. It was only half a passing yard, so just take the more on that. It's a freebie there. And then at the 3 o'clock slate, hopefully Lamar Jackson finds the end zone 2 times. And then I also took Brock Bowers, more than 48.5 receiving yards. But, big shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's edition of Vikings Now. And if you guys download the PrizePicks app today, use code CLNS. You guys will get $50 instantly when you play just $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. And you don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks. Run your game. Now, this is a take I want to, really hammer home right now. I think Brian Flores, and a big reason why I do believe the Vikings defense is the best in the National Football League, is because of this. I think the Vikings just challenge these quarterbacks to process post-snap at the highest level. Because, again, I feel like a broken record when saying this, but they line 6, 7, 8 guys up, umbrella coverage, 3rd and long. You don't know who's coming. So what does that cause the quarterback to do? They take the snap. They're looking around. Bam. Then they have to recognize what coverage they're in, and then they have to go make a play. Because motion, all that pre-snap motion, which all these offensive coordinators are doing nowadays, it necessarily doesn't matter. Like, that's why even a guy like C.J. Stroud, all types of talent, probably one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL, they made him look pedestrian today. And I think that's because of the ability that Brian Flores causes these guys to just process post-snap. And that's not something we value anymore when evaluating quarterbacks. Like, we value the intangibles. Like, we value the 6'4", 6'5" frame, like the Anthony Richardson. The Vikings play the Colts later on this year. I guarantee you Brian Flores is going to have Anthony Richardson seeing ghosts yet again. Because Brock Purdy forced a couple turnovers on him. Daniel Jones forced a couple turnovers. And then yet again, C.J. Stroud, top 3 quarterback in the league. We held him in check, and it's just all credit to Flores. I feel like the Vikings are almost like seeing around a curve here of where the NFL is going. And, man, Brian Flores, give him a lifetime contract because this defense is the best in the National Football League, and it's just truly, truly special. But Stephon Diggs did make his return to U.S. Bank Stadium today. 9 receptions, 94 yards. Pretty good game in a revenge game, but this wasn't the best revenge game on the field today. It was actually Jonathan Grenard. 3 tackles, 3 TFLs. He was fantastic for this defense. Truly, truly special there. Other guys on defense I want to give credit to. Van Ginkel had another sack, had another TFL. He's really, padding the stats so far this season. Harrison Phillips also. That dude's a monster. Had the PBU that led to the interception that Hill got filling in for Ivan Pace this weekend, but he played his ass off. Stephon Gilmore held the Nico Collins in check all game. Just truly, truly special stuff out of this defense today. And the fact that you're able to do this to a Houston Texans offense that features C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs. Tank Dell, nothing from him. It is just special what this defense does every single weekend. I can't wait. They're showing it on TV in the background. I cannot wait to see Kevin O'Connell's post-game speech. I'm probably going to start tearing up during it, but, man, it is just special what this group has. Credit to the coaching staff. Credit to the organization. Credit to Kwesi. All of his offseason moves are, really playing their ass off this season. And the Vikings are 3-0. The Vikings are 3-0. I think we're the best team in the National Football League right now. And call me a homer. Sam drinking too much purple Kool-Aid, but tape don't lie. You dismantled the Giants. You killed the Niners. You killed the Texans. It's just special, man. It's just special. And also shout out to Sam Darnold. But, hey, if you guys made it to the end, give me a SKOL down below in the comment section. And also, if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitter, right there. That's the handle. Vikings move to 3-0. Give me a follow over there. I'll give you guys a follow right back. But see you guys next time. Hopefully the Vikes go to 4-0 and beat the Packers next week. But thank you guys so much for watching. SKOL Vikes.